Hi, good morning. Welcome to another edition of Eat This, Lose That, and today we're going to talk more about mindfulness and mindlessness. So, anytime you find yourself at a situation, you always have to stop and ask, what is the stimulus? What are the thoughts? What's the mind doing? And what questions am I asking? That means, before you get involved, you have to always identify the stimulus. Identify and learn to identify and analyze your thoughts. Then you'll understand how your working of the mind is. When you start asking questions, you're activating intellect. Here is a good example. This lady has been on our program for the last 2 weeks.
Almost 3 weeks.
Almost 3 weeks.
Almost 3 weeks.
And on our program, she has learned what to do and what not to do. She understood the impact of arsonists. She understood the impact of fire. She understood the impact of fire extinguishers. So once she understood the concepts, she has lost 12 pounds. Her blood sugar is better controlled, and she's already feeling much better. But something interesting happened, and I'll let her explain what happened.
Well, 3 days ago, I was at my sister's house, and after we had gone out to have some dinner, we came back to the house, and she served me some coffee and a big cookie. And we started eating. I drank about a third of the cup of coffee, and then about 2 bites of the cookie. And something happened very strange. Automatically, my brain said, "What are you doing? Why are you eating this? Is it good for you? What does it have? Does it have sugar? Does it have fat? Does it have starch?" And caffeine, definitely in the coffee. But it happened so automatically that all of a sudden I realized, through the help of Dr. Reddy's Station 1, Station 2, instead of mindless thinking, I am being mindful of what I'm eating. I'm becoming more aware. And it just happened so automatic that I felt that through the process with Dr. Reddy, my brain is changing, that I'm not just mindless thinking.
So where did you learn this? Was it in the rules of the program that you picked this up?
Yes, I think it was the rules of the program, and thinking of Station 1 and Station 2, where I'm thinking about and being more mindful of what is in front of me and why I'm eating it.
So what is she meaning by Station 1, Station 2? When you say Station 1, like when you say 2 plus 2, your mind answers a question. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. The answer is instant. That means you don't have to think about it. It's a reflex. The moment you talk about a problem that you are already aware of, you know what the solution is, you're able to come up with the solution right away. That means you're not thinking. 99% of everything we do in life is Station 1. We don't think. We just go through the motions. We are just doing out of habits. Now, when you go to Station 2, what happens? You are activating your intellect. How is that? When you start asking questions, what did she do? The moment she activated her Station 2, she said, what am I eating? Why am I eating? What is it made of? Is it sugar? Is it starch? Does it have fat? Does it have caffeine? And what is the next thing that happened? What did you do after that?
I turned and told my cousin, "Would you like to have another cookie?" And she said yes, and I stopped drinking the coffee.
Bingo.
And to me, I felt the solution was there in my head all the time about how to process.
You also made another point. Every problem has a solution embedded into it. Every problem has a solution embedded into it. All you have to do is identify the solution and execute it. Right now, she has figured out. In the past, I keep telling patients, Station 1, Station 2, always stop, ask questions, and then proceed. This time, she proceeded without asking questions, but immediately her brain woke up and she stopped, asked the questions, and she stopped doing the stuff. When she initially said, I was doing things mindlessly, no, you're doing things because your mind is making you do those things, because Station 1 is your mind, Station 2 is your intellect. Station 1 is your mind, Station 2 is your intellect. Mind reacts. It doesn't think, it just reacts, and it is very emotional, and emotions are not facts. Emotions are not facts. So once you activate the mind and once it becomes emotional, now you trigger the ego. Once it becomes once you start involving the ego, things go out of hand and you start having all the passions, emotions which you don't want. So let's start again. Stimulus is followed by thoughts. Thoughts trigger the mind. Mind reacts. Your job is to stop and activate Station 2, that is intellect. So when you think you're being mindless, no, you're actually being using your mind to do the wrong thing. You're now activating the intellect to become mindful. That means you're alert of what the mind is doing, and you're going to stop what the mind is doing by asking questions, because the moment you ask questions, the truth appears. When you see the truth, you stop doing the wrong thing. You don't have to use willpower. You don't have to try to have what you call consistency. All you have to do is just ask the question, what am I doing right now? And is it the right thing or the wrong thing? By merely asking the question, you are able to activate station 2 and stop the desire and the craving which the mind was providing. And soon what would have happened? You would have been sucked into it. You would have finished the whole cookie. You would have drunk the whole, consumed the whole coffee. And then next would follow what? Stress, restlessness, hunger. Then you start craving. Then you start slipping down the slope and start making the same mistakes you were doing before, which put you in the situation of having diabetes. Your objective right now is to change your diet pattern and ask questions, learn what is right, what is wrong, stick to the right food, and reverse your diabetes.
And since then, it's happened almost every time I eat.
You ask a question.
I'm asking the question now. It just happens. I have control now. I'm not letting, my body doesn't control me, I control it. I control my brain, you know.
That's a very key important factor. She is in control. The forces are not in control. She's in control of her sleep. She's in control of her stress. She's in control of the food she's eating. And the three variables, sleep, stress, food. Master sleep, unload stress, eat right. And who's in control? She's in control. Once she's in control, what happens? She's able to dictate the outcomes of sleep, stress, and the right food. Am I right in saying that?
That's right. That's what you taught me.
This is one of the snippets you just learned about what you learn in our program. Once you join our program, you'll start learning the rules of the program. You learn more about what is the difference between sugar, starch, fat, caffeine, and salt, how to manipulate salt. You'll also understand about how to protect your gut, how to suck the fat out of the liver, and how to improve your plaques and shrink your plaques, and how to improve your brain cells, and how to change the cell membrane ratio of good fat to bad fat. You'll also mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and family-wise, you'll improve every day. The whole concept of the program is to make you change inside out, and that's exactly what you're seeing with her. When she joined the program, her blood sugar was high. She also had a liver test done where it showed severe fatty liver and scarring of the liver. She went and saw the gastroenterologist who did all the blood work done and said that everything was fine, and he pushed her to change her diet. And what did we do? We've been working with you on diet only, and our job in the next 100 days is to work with you and show you that we can get the fat out of the liver, we can help the liver heal and improve the scarring in less than 60 days. You will be getting the fibroscan done every month for the next 3 to 4 months. Our goal is to see if we can get your hemoglobin A1C to be less than 5 without medications, suck the fat out of the liver, and reverse the scarring of the liver. So, having said this, what is your advice to the viewers?
Well, my advice to the viewers is to listen to Dr. Reddy, pay attention to all the information that we're getting, and we're getting a lot of valuable information. And basically that's it. Follow the program.
Do you find the program to be very hard to follow?
No, I don't find it very hard to follow at all. I have given up my carbs, I've given up basically sugars, I've given up starches, and I have not a problem.
Are you sleeping better?
I am sleeping better.
Are you thinking better?
Oh, absolutely. My brain seems a little sharper.
And are you having any negative thoughts or depression or stress?
No, because I practice the deleting.
Excellent. That's another technique we teach you on how to unload stress.
And the prayer.
The prayer.
The prayer and the breathing.
And the breathing. And remember, you used to be under a lot of stress. Now what happened?
Oh, my stress level has gone from high to way down. It really has, because I don't wake up stressed. I don't, during the day, nothing seems to stress me out because I let it go. And
did the program help you learn the techniques of how to unload stress?
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So once again, this program is for people who are sick and tired of being sick. This program is for people if you want to change your lifestyle and diet and learn everything about lifestyle and diet, and learn how to use the grocery store instead of your pharmacy. This program is to understand the impact of carbohydrates, the different types of fat, the caffeine, the sugar, the salt it's got on your system. But more than that, you need 3 basic ingredients to succeed. Ingredient number 1, no complaints. Ingredient number 2, no excuses. Ingredient number 3, ask questions, question everything, and find your own solutions. Once you have these three incorporated into your system or your native DNA, then you will definitely and easily succeed on our program. Please like us and follow us on our Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and also join our newsletter. We have a bi-weekly newsletter, which is a video newsletter, and from time to time we'll be putting out these different testimonies of successful patients. So I want you to learn from this experience and change your lifestyle and diet. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for doing this.